Hey, yo, Wiz. 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 Hey, yo, Wiz.
Anything less. Cool. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. We have been gone, since what? Saturday? Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, Saturday. Um, we got a lot of stuff to discuss. Things that were in the Sunday show we will discuss today. So we'll go over the Sunday topics. Even though we didn't go live Sunday. I had almost forgot that it was Easter Sunday because everybody kept celebrating Easter on Friday, and I'm like, what's going on? So I was like, oh shit, it's Easter Sunday, and out of respect for the people that celebrate Easter, whether it's the Easter Bunny or Jesus, I was like, it's probably not the best time to go live at Sunday on at 2 o'clock. So I was like, we're gonna cancel that. So that's what we did. We canceled it that morning, out of respect for the holiday. Remember, we're gonna try not to go live on any other major holiday. Easter is a major holiday because it falls on a Sunday, and like, nah, we're not gonna do that. Plus, the playoffs was on. What's going on, Lorenzo? Kevin Mack, Ty HD, Larthric, DJD, Unknown, Cyber Dragon, MG Warrior, and Mass Produce. What's going on, everybody? So I still gotta eat the cereal, but let's go over the first topic that we'll talk about. Now, remember, yesterday was a Monday, so I did collect some topics and some rumors. I guess we're gonna go talk about the rabbit hole, which I didn't get until today. So let's go down to the rumors. Rumors should be under red alert. There it is. So we got another rumor that Sony is going to acquire From Software. People, I don't know them, no credible sources. That's why it's in the rumor section. We can dive deep into this rabbit hole, but it does seem like Sony is interested in acquiring somebody from Japan, but nobody knows exactly who it is. So a rumor spawned up this weekend that it's From Software. I honestly don't believe that. That's with me. But Sony is easily investing $1 billion into Epic. And they definitely have money coming in from PlayStation. They would have more if they could keep their system in stock. But yeah, long story short, they're doing good, and they have the money to do an acquisition like that. I don't think the question is do they have enough money. I think the question needs to be, do they want to acquire them right now? The fans want acquisitions. That's the big thing. We get excited about acquisitions, but do they need to do it? Does the studio need to grow before you pick them up? Do you need to pick them up before someone else picks them up? Or do you need to pick up their parent? These are all questions. You have to realize when it comes to... Hold on. I think something might be messed up. Faces only aren't. There we go. I was about to say, because I need to see whenever Truity or somebody else jumps in here, because I don't have my headset on right now. But yeah, it's a lot of things when it comes to acquisition. Like you can just buy that singular studio. Let's say House Marquee is an independent studio, and they work very close to you. Insomniac, same thing. That's what Sony normally does. Studios that they form deep relationships with, where they've been there since the beginning. And with Bungie, the rebirth of Bungie, Sony has been there since the beginning. If you remember the rebirth of Bungie, once they stopped working with Microsoft, they worked on Destiny. Sony was with Bungie every step of the way, from Destiny 1 to Destiny 2. So when we talk about, hey, Sony is continuing this pattern of, if they work together, they're gonna acquire them. Yeah, they have for the last 3 acquisitions. We're being honest. Scutra. What's going on, Scooter? It's always really difficult to pronounce your name. So I'm gonna call you Scooch. Because it is the last part's a little difficult. A little tricky. Yeah. Well, what's everybody's opinion on that? I'm gonna be looking at the chat right now. Um, it was good going to full screen, but we might not do that right now. Hmm. Okay. Good. Okay, I'm back. Let's get this shit done. Um, let me see where the fuck is. Oh, there it is. Oh shit. Okay, we are right there. We go. Okay. Oh, fucking spice up. Okay. Well, why I do that? Okay. So, we left off. I was talking to you guys in the chat about acquisitions. In my personal opinion, I don't want From Software. I feel like From Software graphically needs room to grow. If I was working at Sony and the decision was passed down to acquire them and I didn't have a say, yes or no to buy them, but I did have a say on how I want them to be implemented into the PlayStation family. Um, I would pretty much fire almost everybody from Software, and the reason why is because they are not that good. They regurgitate a lot of things when it comes to their games. They're not actually required by the fan base, the industry, or the reviewers or journalists to actually change anything. Their visuals look like dog shit. Their mechanics look like dog shit. I think the people that are in charge of making sure that the game remains unique by being difficult keep them there, but ultimately everybody else needs to be replaced with higher quality devs. Um, I think if you look at, and I played the shit out of Horizon over the last 5 straight days. Um, and I do mean play the shit. And I wasn't live streaming. I have fell so deep into Horizon, I forgot that I do live streams and gameplay. I've captured a couple gameplay here and there, and a lot of screenshots, but oh my goodness, I dive deep into that, especially this weekend. Um, you know, it was just fucking dope. But yeah, long story short, yeah, if you gotta buy From Software, you gotta like let go a lot of people, because this is a lot of people working there and they ain't doing shit, because ain't shit really changing with the formula of the games. If something's not changing, and it's not changing because like, okay, yeah, people love it, but it's also like on a lazier level. Like, nah, man, get rid of them. You can buy them for the name that they are, From Software, the people to make Dark Souls, but ultimately, like, I don't see no real value in From Software. Keep them third party. Capcom, Square Enix, those are the people you can buy and know that they can operate on their own and get shit done. I mean, that's how I see it. Square Enix has other people and other properties that they're doing. Like, with From Software, they're finished with Dark Souls. You don't really need them for Demon Souls or anything else. You have people that are already a part of the PlayStation family that know how to make a Souls game. I mean, it's really not hard. Just dial up the difficulty for every single enemy. Make sure that every single enemy has programming that they are boss level difficulty, and bam, there you go. That's a Souls game. A Souls game isn't hard to make. Anyone can make it, and shit, to be honest, a lot of different types of Souls games have been created over the last 5 years. So, no, I feel like that would be a big waste of money. Pick up Capcom, pick up Square Enix, and there's another person. I can't think of him right now. Let me see what the chat's talking about. Okay, Larthric, blah, blah, blah. Sony already have... What up? Talking a little bit too quick down there. Let me see, blah, 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 blah. MG Warrior, you say, I bet the price for From Software is high now because of the success of Elden Ring. Exactly. They would want a good amount. And I feel like they're successful, but they They didn't do what Returnal did, which was turn everything you know about a studio on its head and change it dramatically to the point that it doesn't even look like the same studio. When you talk to most of the people that love Returnal, most of them don't even know what the library of games were like before Returnal from House Marquee. That is evolution. That makes you attractive. You know. So, is there a change in how From Software is perceived? No. Everything they bring out is game of the year. That's not a bad thing. It's just they don't have to change anything. They're already at the top. They've been at the top for a long, long time. They're not required to change anything in their format. So you wanna pick up somebody that has room to grow, and that's what Sony is. That's who they're acquiring. Ember Labs, pick them up. Slow Clap that did Sifu, pick them up. You can get away with spending a lot of money on a lot of studios versus a lot of money on one studio. I'd rather them spend their money more wisely. And I think for the most part, they've been doing a very good job of that. They have not thrown out $10 billion for a studio. Even Bungie, they paid roughly $3 to $5 billion for. No, man. Like, Sony is doing really good on managing their money and making sure they acquire these studios at good prices. You don't want to go out and buy From Software knowing that they go want over something $1 billion just to be acquired. Nah. Don't do that. Yeah, and like MG Warrior said, after the success of Elden Ring, they're probably gonna be pushing their price high. Sony can afford them, but what can they teach From Software? Like, they can't teach them shit. They gotta, it's From Software. They're not the best. I'm not saying Sony can't teach them shit because they're the best. I'm saying, like, they've already have a formula that every time they bring out a game gets Game of the Year. It's almost like a Zelda game. Every time people are gonna love it. It doesn't mean it's the best. Doesn't mean they're doing everything right. It's just like, hey, it's a Souls game. It's gonna be hyped up. It reminds me a little bit of Call of Duty. After Modern Warfare, every Call of Duty came out, it was always hyped up. It was the renaissance of Call of Duty. Square Enix would be the best one for Sony. This is Ty HD saying that. I agree. I think that'd be a good one. That'd be a good pick. Let's see. Making sure all the sounds are good. Lorenzo, I don't think From Software can get any better than they are. Exactly. And Sony is about nurturing small studios and making them better than what they are. Like, if it wasn't for Sony, we wouldn't even know who a House Marquee is. If you go look at the library of House Marquee games that are exclusive to the PlayStation platform, your mouth will drop. And this was before they got acquired, including Returnal. Returnal was created as a PlayStation exclusive, right? But Sony did not own them. This is the same situation as Insomniac. Insomniac made Spyro the Dragon, Resistance. They made Ratchet and Clank. They made all these great games for PlayStation, but they were never owned by Sony until after they did Spider-Man. Meaning they did Spider-Man for Sony and they still weren't acquired. Sony waits a long time. I don't like that. Okay? There's like a couple of games that like the developers have put out and it's like, bro, just go pick them up. But Sony, sometimes they wait until they get that golden goose. So you're like, okay, when we already own the game, yeah, we're going to go pick you up now. Now you're ready. They waited a little bit too long for Insomniac. I agree. But Insomniac was in their feelings. If you don't know the history, Insomniac felt some type of way that Sony decided to acquire Sucker Punch before them. And that's when they kind of split away from PlayStation, went with Xbox, did Sunset Overdrive. Before Sunset, they did Fuse. Then they did Sunset Overdrive. Then they did some PC indie games and VR titles. They came back home with Ratchet and Clank 2016. Then after that, they were on the ball. They started working on Spider-Man, released Spider-Man the following year. Sony picks them up. So, it's I wish it didn't go that way. I wish if I knew that they needed to pick up Insomniac before Sucker Punch so that Insomniac wouldn't be in their feelings, then I would have had. If I was working at Sony, I was like, hey, pick up Insomniac, then pick up Sucker Punch, and hope that they wouldn't feel some type of way and go break away. Like Sony has worked so closely with so many people. Sometimes when we were all younger, we assumed that Sony owned these people. Like going all the way back 10 plus years, you would have assumed that Sony was with Square Enix because it's like, think about it. Like Square Enix was always putting Kingdom Hearts games only on PlayStation. They were, or Atlas was only putting Persona games only on PlayStation. So it's a little weird sometimes in the gaming industry. But now that we're all older and we're all educated, we know about second party, first party, third party devs, partnerships, stuff like that. Oh shit. So next. So yeah, my personal opinion, pick up Square or Capcom. They have a lot in their library that I'm just hoping that, and this is just realistically, bring the games home. Okay, you pick up Square, you pick up Capcom. Do not allow them to continue to put the games on multiple platforms. When you pick those two up, whatever games they have need to start being exclusive. Aaron, what's going on? You said Snake belongs on PlayStation. I agree with the history of how PlayStation made Snake and the Metal Gear Solid franchise pop. Metal Gear Metal Gear was on Nintendo and another system before it was on Nintendo. But long story short, it didn't get the pop until PlayStation made Metal Gear Solid. And that's when everybody knew the name Metal Gear. So it was PlayStation is the reason for a lot of the popular games that are now multi-platform for some stupid ass reason. If you're gonna get From Software, overhaul the entire engine, exactly mass produce. They need to overhaul the entire engine. They need to add more modern day mechanics like climbing. They need they need a lot of work, man. They would, if I was them, I would have Blue Point come in and for 2-3 straight years teach them the craft of how to do great graphics and good gameplay. They don't need to make their next game. I would only hope, but you know how it is. I would only hope their next game's map isn't as fucking big as Elden Ring. I'm not tearing through Horizon Forbidden West's map. I'm not. By any stretch of the imagination, there's still a lot to do, even though I've dived deep into it. I'm talking about like old school JTech, just fucking dive. Nothing else matters. But, I mean, even then, and this was about 3-4 straight days, it wasn't enough. Like I still haven't beat the map. I still haven't beat the game. I'll show you where I'm at the end of the stream. Okay, let's get the stuff off and let's get going. Oh, is it there? I knew it. I knew I was forgetting something. The Elgato isn't in. Gonna have to make sure the Elgato is in there. Okay. There we go. Yeah, so yeah, long story short, Sony needs to pick up somebody that's established because they've been messing around with people that haven't been established. So I think it's best for them to just pick up somebody that's established for once. I think Bungie was established. Let's be honest about that one. However, with the reboot, like I said, they've been messing around with Sony been messing around with Bungie ever since they left Microsoft. So basically, you've been there since their rebirth. So when shit like that happens, like, hey, pretty much a part of the family. Okay. We're just gonna go take a look at a few things, and we're gonna discuss a couple of the other topics in this video. So news, rumors, console war drama. So I'm gonna need help on the console war and drama. When I dive into games to the point that I don't even live stream or capture for you guys, nothing else really matters. I mean, I worked out, went to work, dealt with some other business, but ultimately, like, I just embraced Horizon, and it's just fucking awesome. It's a more centered experience when I don't have to capture or talk to people, and it's just like I'm just playing, and it's just I haven't been able to do that for so long in a game, and it feels great. So I've been seeing some whispers that David Jaffe went on a round table and tried to disrespect the round table. I also heard something about David Jaffe asked King Thrash to kick Sick Humor off of the panel because he didn't like how Sick Humor was talking. So that's the drama I need clearing up. The console war. I think David Jaffe was also a part of this topic, saying something along the lines as the new God of War Ragnarok is basically DLC. So on Twitter, I've been seeing a lot of people talking about PlayStation games being DLC, sarcastically and still looking good. Yeah, vegan, that's what I was hearing. I wasn't a part of the roundtable. Y'all know I've been trying to catch up with the roundtable for a while, but sometimes they go live and either I'm not getting the notifications or I'm at work, so I know they normally go work. King Thrash normally goes live with the roundtable during a week, about 9 o'clock my time. So that's when I'm taking my break, and I've been working out. Instead of eating, I've been just working out during my break, and then I eat a little bit of something afterwards. But so I'm not really getting much of a connection or looking on the phone that much because I'm just in on the workout. But yeah, I'm just seeing a lot of this now on Twitter, coming back to YouTube and all that stuff. So it's a little different. All this is all due respect and all disrespect included. David Jaffe is washed up, right? He used to be the dude that made God of War and Twisted Metal, but right now he's very toxic. We talked about David Jaffe on our stream last week, if I'm not mistaken, about him being toxic, and being on our level when it comes to the console war. He's not a game developer anymore. He's just a fucking YouTuber, and it's like it's sad to look at David, and like, wow, bro, that's the dude that made Twisted Metal and God of War, and now look at him. It's fucking. It's a saying back in the day. They're like, don't meet your heroes, because they might not be as, the way that you imagine them to be. There's a lot of people that know that they have fans, and they know they have to act a certain way around their fans. Now, behind the fans' back, then they completely a different person. But David Jaffe doesn't have enough respect for the fans to even pretend to like them. And that right there sucks. What you get here is what you gotta get. You see me out on the streets, you gonna get the same type of love or me ignoring you that you're getting in the chat. If I fuck with you, I fuck with you. If I don't, I'm gonna be a ghost. You know, you just not gonna see me. You know, life's way too short to chase after people or pretend to like somebody that doesn't fuck with you. So hey, don't when it comes to David Jaffe, I don't know why people messing with the dude no more. He's not the dude we remember. If you're a PlayStation fan and that hurts your feelings, it probably should. He's not the guy you remember. We all have seen this in our lives, you know, not just celebrities. It's like, you know, family members, friends, you know, people from school, people from work that you used to know. And it's like, you know, you lose contact and they're not the person you remember when you come in contact with them again. It's like, they're not the person you remember. So, yeah, man, it's a little crazy, but like I said, on our stream last week, if I'm not mistaken, or our Sunday show last week, is that even if, why the fuck does it say Sunday show? I knew it. I'm like up here like, I know we didn't have a Sunday show. Oh god, you gotta love that YouTube doesn't save the shit that I told them to save. They saved the rest of the topics, but they didn't save the part about it not being Sunday show. Sorry guys, I gotta go change that real quick. But yeah, long story short, even if it meant like clicks and views, I wouldn't invite him over. Yeah, I'm not a clicks and views type of dude. If you guys go watch, you go watch. We want the loyal subscribers because we know they're always gonna be here. Whether we got a big guest or we don't have guests at all. You know, whether we're talking about games or we're talking about drama, I know you guys are going to be here. So, when it comes to Jeff Keighley, I'm sorry, not Jeff Keighley, David Jaffe, it's like, he's there for comic relief sometimes. He's there to, like, you know, hey, he's the dude that did God of War. Let's talk to him. That's pretty cool. But it's like now, it's like, I don't even want to put him in that category of he's the dude that did God of War or Twisted Metal. I don't even want to put him in that category. You know, it disrespects the legacy of God of War. It disrespects the legacy of Twisted Metal for him to be acting the way that he's acting. You know, like, it's weird, man. Opinions, thoughts on that. If you guys want to chime in the chat, like, how do you feel about how David Jaffe is acting now? And, you know, so, like, do you think, is it a turnoff? I think it's a major turnoff. I've been turned off from David Jaffe for actually a few years now. You know, for a few years. And this was before this generation started. And the reason why is because it's like, it's like, man, he been off his game since Drawn to Death, right? He been off his game from Drawn to Death. That game wasn't that good. PlayStation gamers, we expected that game to be pretty damn good, and we expected it to be good because it was David Jaffe, the guy that did God of War and Twisted Metal, and it's just like, he let the fans down, he let Sony down, Sony stopped working with him, and then it's just like after that, he had negative emotions and feelings towards PlayStation until he pretty much, to my point of view, he dropped out of the gaming industry as far as a game developer. And similar to how Cliffy B was acting. If you remember Cliffy B, the guy that did Gears of War, he was the same way. He's like, bro, he was a developer, his games were sucking. Then he went on Twitter and started making a fool of himself, and then he just disappeared. David Jaffe is on the verge of disappearing. He's fucking up his own legacy, man. So, yeah, it really sucks, but I do want to talk about this, and I know we're not going to get this state of play, but it would be a perfect timing. everybody's talking about a potential state of play on the birthday of God of War 2018, which is this Thursday. No. Which is tomorrow, which is 420, right? So, long story short, I don't believe it's going to happen tomorrow. If they wanted to announce a state of play, they could announce one now for Thursday, or today for Thursday. But again, we look at the times of how news is distributed, or the patterns how news is distributed, and as of right now, it is 12:06 on the East Coast. It's very early on the West Coast. There's always time for them to do more stuff. However, I am not seeing them do anything. I'm not hearing anything. Now, there was some things that happened on Sunday and some things that happened yesterday on Twitter amongst Guerrilla Games. What happened was Guerrilla Games had posted that they have the God of War Easter egg in Horizon Forbidden West, which was obvious because I already knew about that. So, with that being said, we already knew that that was the case, and you can use Horizon to hype up God of War, or you can use Ghost of Tsushima to hype up God of War because there's some Easter eggs there. They've been adding a lot of different Sack outfits on Sackboy, so you'll be able to probably have a Kratos and Atreus outfit on Sackboy, and you can use that game to hype it up. You know, cross promotion has been around for a while now, heavily been around for a while now. But that doesn't mean anything. You still have to have the announcement. You still have to have the proof. And right now, I'm not seeing Sony confirming or talking about anything. It's Tuesday. They didn't really talk yesterday, and they don't look like they're talking right now. Man, the Golden State Warriors beat the shit out of those dudes yesterday. Like, what the fuck? Damn, they got their ass beat yesterday. Like, real bad. What the fuck? Not Golden State, I mean Nuggets. Golden State beat the shit out of the Nuggets. I'm on Twitter scrolling through. I don't know who the fuck I'm following, but I'm following a lot of toxic motherfuckers because I don't see no gaming news on my feed. Let's see. 13 hours ago, Activision Blizzard. God damn, let's stay in the news. Activision Blizzard has stated that the CEO, Bobby Kotick, and Microsoft have not discussed what his employment status will be following Microsoft's acquisition of the company. Okay. They don't know if they want to keep him on or not. I read this yesterday. I don't know what the fuck it means. Like, you gonna fire him right as soon as you buy the shit? I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm looking at all these people like, hey, bro, you should get rid of Bobby. You gotta remember, Bobby been there since the rise of Call of Duty. All the Call of Duties y'all love, Bobby oversaw that shit. So I know people want to hate him. That's cool. You can hate him all you want, but you gotta respect the dude because he's the one that greenlit all your favorite Call of Duties, even the ones you don't like. So,
Yo, good.
what's going on, Briggs? How you doing today?
Good. How have you been, man?
I'm really good, man.
Good.
Huh.
PlayStation's been pretty quiet. I'm gonna say that right now, man.
Yeah, exactly. They've been very quiet. And look, man, all I'm gonna say right now, is yeah, I it looks like we're gonna be heading out of the month of April without God of War info. It would be so weird. So look, this is what's gonna happen. It's gonna get delayed out of this year, or it's gonna come out this year. Two things. That's all I can predict. It's coming out or it's not.
If it's going to be coming out, it's going to be the last couple of months of this year. That's when
That's not good. That's not where they want to place their game. Call of Duty is still coming out this year. Next year is the year that Call of Duty doesn't come out in the holiday. But this is a year where two Call of Duties come out. We have the new Modern Warfare 2, and we have Warzone 2 update coming at the end of this year. You do not want God of War anywhere near Call of Duty this year. You do not want a Horizon versus Elden Ring situation. Sony saw what happened with that. They are never going to... Bro, they stayed away from the holiday. You think they're going to put a game next to another game? They will never do it ever again. This is why I've talked to you guys about the patterns of PlayStation games and other big games. Or other big games and other big games. Now listen to this. What's tomorrow? Wednesday? Tomorrow we're going to have to go live. I don't go live on Wednesdays. We don't go live on Monday. The reason why... Oh, shit. Never mind. We're not going live. Sorry. My fault. We were going to go live, but I forgot I'm already going to be at work. So, Saints Row... if you guys missed it, let's go take a look at this. Saints Row Ultimate Character Creation live stream is going live tomorrow. It's the bread and butter of... Saints Row, right? Saints Row is basically a Grand Theft Auto title where you can make your own character. That's really what people loved about Saints Row. However, it had a more urban hood aspect of it where you were in the inner city instead of New York and you were mafia. So in Saints Row, you were in like Detroit and you were like a gang. Instead of being a mafia, you were the gang. And people loved it. People related to it a lot. So this is what they said. This is for tomorrow, 4/20. Ultimate Customization Showcase. Now, when you're saying Ultimate Customization Showcase, even though the thumbnail is only saying Customization Showcase, I expect it to be a very deep dive into the character customization, which is something they have been avoiding for the 7 months that they have already announced the cinematic trailer. So 7 months ago, they announced the cinematic trailer. Tomorrow, they're supposed to be finally showing the character customization. This is a horrible gap. I wouldn't be surprised if this game gets delayed out of this year. Remember, this game is coming out in August, and I'm sure if God of War is coming out in September, they might not want their game to be out in August. This is where, look, it's April now, but it's basically May. We got about, what, 12 days until May? So, time is ticking when it comes to placing your game between May and September. So, what do you got? You got May, June, July, August. You got 4 fucking months until September, basically. 4 months to place your game before the major holiday season starts. Especially if God of War is going to be placed in September. And Saints Row, this is an example. Saints Row is going to be placed in August. We got to have a serious discussion about this, Briggs and chat. How can Sony do this? We got rumors this weekend that Sony was also going to be putting out multiple games from a I don't know. That one's crazy, man.
Yeah.
You saw that one, right? You saw that one?
Yeah, I saw it where it was like they have multiple bangers coming out this year. I'm like, okay, but where are you going to place them?
I see it right there. It's called Oops Leaks on Twitter. It says Sony is considering the possibility of announcing some major games outside of the big events. Some titles may be announced separately to distribute media attention. There's also a high chance we'll see a free online game come back if the new PlayStation Plus will be successful. That last part is a lie.
Yeah, because they make way too much money to do that. They make way too much money off of it. So, and also, why would they even do the PS Plus Platinum, whatever they're doing thing? You know, why would they even do that if that was going to be brought up? So that's one of the things I don't believe in, is that.
As far as having multiple, like, the oops leaks shit is bullshit. And the reason why it's bullshit is because he's not telling me anything I don't already know. What he's saying is stuff that's already happened. Sony has already made that happen. Like, they had a VR information, but they didn't have a podcast for it. You see, or a Sunday, sorry, not Sunday show. They didn't have a state of play for the VR news. They just put it out on the internet. You see what I'm saying? Or acquisitions. They don't have a state of play for acquisition. So what he's saying, and this was on Sunday, this is April 17th, what he's saying is bullshit. Because they already been doing this. Look, I told everybody. Nobody knows what Sony is doing. And the reason why nobody knows what Sony is doing, because everybody's blacklisted. No one knows. If anybody says they know, they are lying. This is also what he says. Now, again, remember, take this with huge grains of salt. It's probably bullshit. He also says PlayStation Plus subscribers will have special benefits in first-party live games. That makes sense, because we have benefits when it comes to Fortnite and other live games where we get like skins and shit. And Grand Theft Auto, if you were a PlayStation Plus member, you got $1 million each month. So that's bullshit. I don't know about the development of direct PS3 emulation, which I've been asked a lot on the DMs lately. But for me, it makes more sense than cloud streaming servers with real consoles. So he doesn't know anything when it comes to that. He doesn't know shit then. Like, everything he said on Sunday was obvious. Everything he said on Sunday is happening already. Yeah.
Like, and that's what I was saying. Like, I don't really consider him whatever he was saying, I don't believe in what he was saying.
Yeah, because it's a random. It's literally in every stretch of the word. Let's be honest. It's a random dude on the internet. It's a random dude on the internet to the point he does not have a link to his email or anything else. Everything he posts, just like Jay Miller, just like what's that other dude that posts stuff? It was Jay Miller and another dude that does that shit. MBG. There's another fucking dude. Zuby Tech. All three of these guys. Yeah. All three of them. When they post stuff, they never post a link to the source. It's as if they're saying that they got the inside information by themselves. They did the work by themselves. We know that's bullshit. This information can be found on the internet at any given fucking time. Shit, we found out a lot of this information just by fucking talking and knowing PlayStation's pattern and how they produce games. How they acquire people. Yeah, nobody knows anything. If IGN and GameSpot have been cut off from PlayStation, what makes you think a random person with a Twitter account hasn't been cut off from PlayStation? Like, they've all been cut off, man. They don't know shit.
And also, like, exactly what you're saying. But the only person that I would think is credible is that one PlayStation Studios developer saying he's working on a game that's coming out this year. But it's not God of War Ragnarok. So what is he working on?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, that guy. Yeah, that's going to be interesting.
I think it's honestly the Last of Us remake. Because that's the only other game I could see dropping this year. Is the Last of Us remake.
You telling me the God of War developer moved over to Naughty Dog to do Last of Us remake?
No, he wasn't a God of War developer. He was saying, like, he's not working on God of War. He's working on something equally cool. So, and in my personal opinion, the only other game
I think he was also talked about he was working on it for about 5 months, if I'm not mistaken. 5
No,
years.
no, like 3 to 5 years. He's been working.
That's game development time. That means the game's ready to come out.
That's what I'm saying. It's in.
It can't be The Last of Us because remember, Last of Us, the multiplayer got rebooted, so you probably put an extra 3 years on that multiplayer, and then when it comes to remake, I don't think you even put Last of Us in there either.
Yeah, it's like exactly.
I don't know, man. I think it could be something completely different than.
Could be.
Yeah,
we don't know.
than Last of Us.
It's like, what are you working on then? If it's not God of War, then what are you working on? And you say it's coming out this year, or it's ready to be shown off at least. So it's like, that's the thing with PlayStation Studios is like they do have all these games that they say that they have in development, but why are they being so quiet about them? Some of this stuff should be ready to be shown off. You know,
yeah, you're right.
some of this stuff should be ready to be shown off, and I don't know why. Maybe they're just waiting for a perfect time to show it off, but there's no other perfect time to show off a game than anytime soon, honestly, because summer's coming right around the corner. We don't have any PlayStation Studios games that have release dates right now. We only have release windows. God of War 2022, Spider-Man 2 2023, Wolverine, we don't have a date for it. And those are the only first-party games we know about that are coming out from PlayStation Studios. If I was Sony, I'd be ready to show off more games just to give their fans, like, hey, these are the other games that are coming out. And those are
they gave us Horizon and Gran Turismo and Sifu and something else this year, right? I forgot. I can go.
They gave us the Uncharted collection.
Oh yeah, they gave us that. Hold on, let me go take a look at some of the stuff. They gave us the Returnal co-op update, so that was big, especially since it ended up getting the BAFTA awards, 4 of them. Not related to Elden Ring, but Elden Ring did come out and it was on their platform as well. They could have easily allowed Microsoft to do a timed exclusive deal, so that was dope. Grand Theft Auto 5 came out. Again, not their game, but still they got the promotions. I've been seeing a lot of PlayStation 5 promotions for Grand Theft Auto 5 on ESPN. So they do have marketing rights for the new Grand Theft Auto 5 next gen version. Strangers of Paradise, not a PlayStation exclusive, but plays better on PlayStation. So there's a lot of games that came out this year, but they're major games so far in the first 4 months now, because we're past the halfway point of this month. In the first 4 months,
Forspoken supposed to come out next month, but got delayed, of course. So
yeah, that got delayed.
But like, if I went back to look at the PlayStation showcases, they have shown off a lot of those games. They showed off from the PS5 reveal to the September showcase before launch, and to last year's showcase in September. All those games have released or have released coming. So it's like, okay, we're like, you showed off all these games at your events, and most of them have released by now. So it's like, have more to show. You do.
Yeah, you do.
Why are you waiting? Why are they waiting? I would have no clue, but these games are shown off.
Okay, the only threat I really see to PlayStation would be Hogwarts. Yes, PlayStation obviously has the marketing rights, but yes, the Hogwarts game could be a threat to a game like God of War. You know that more people know about Harry Potter than God of War, sadly. And then it's in video game format, and you get to make your own character for the first time. Yeah, I think that game can pretty much hold its own against almost any of the other bigger games that we already know of, even Call of Duty. So, Hogwarts is going to be a holiday game. Holiday, you know when it is. Anywhere between September and December.
You know what? And that could get delayed too.
Exactly. That's like any and everything could get delayed. But I feel like they don't want to delay this game anymore because WB needs it. and it will do good. And if it does release before the cutoff date, Hogwarts could end up getting a nice little couple awards. So
and didn't Suicide Squad get delayed, right?
yeah, Suicide Squad got delayed until next
And what
spring.
about in Gotham Knights did too?
No, Gotham Knights has not got delayed yet. Nope.
I don't know. I could see that one still getting delayed. Gotham Knights.
I mean, I could see all of them get delayed. But the thing is, why? You see what I'm saying?
Like they say that
if they're getting delayed, why are they getting delayed right now? Like what would be the reason? COVID is starting to clear up, right?
Right, and you see developers returning back to their studios, like at Santa Monica and Insomnia, and at Naughty Dog 2. You see some of the developers posting good to be back in the studio and what. It's so, like
if these games are getting delayed, why are they getting delayed? There's something we don't know that's happening. It's weird because E3 has got completely canceled. Oh, I think we got a red alert from a guy. Hold on, let me see what this.
Wait, hold on.
Amy Hennig is working on Star Wars title together with Skydance New Media. So it does look like Amy Hennig is back working on something related to Star Wars. Yep, there we go. And 2, if you guys didn't know. 1, 2, and 3, right? But I think she took 1, 2, and 3. She worked on Uncharted 1, 2, and 3. So now she's gonna be working on a Star Wars project. It's worth noting that Sony reported selling through to customers, while our estimate for Xbox is to sell into retail. Therefore, the two numbers are not like for like. Sony will report to its sales and figures during its earning, which will provide a more accurate comparison. And this is just for people that keep thinking that Microsoft is selling a lot of Xboxes. Kid Smooth had posted something earlier that I saw, and it was a Xbox Series S that was $265. And he was talking about, the system's so cheap you should get one. No, the system's so good, then why did he drop the price? You only drop the price on something that you claim is good if it's not selling.
And the thing is, this is what I'm about to say. The reason why the Xbox Series X, quote unquote, is selling so well is because they're smashing the Series S numbers with it. That's the only reason that we're having high numbers. The Series X is not selling as much as people think. It's the Series S. It's the Series S that they're selling.
Exactly, man.
They're technically two different consoles. They really are.
Yeah, but I believe as the months go by, people are educated enough to understand that the Series S isn't the next gen console that was marketed.
It's not. Yeah, you're right. It isn't. But that
if you see your friends talk about it, or you don't see your friends talk about it, it's like, damn, bro.
Like it's like Jay. Literally, it's basically like people are like, "Oh, the Xbox is selling well." No, the Series S is selling well because that's the only thing that's available right now. Series X, you really can't get your hands on.
Okay, I got the dude you were talking about. Just again, I'm just scrolling through. Robert Morrison.
Yeah, I think he works as an XDev studio, so he's an external external developer who helps on making the games.
Oh,
so
that's interesting. He could be working with any studio.
That's what I'm saying. That's why he said we don't know.
I just want to read off. There's 3 images that somebody had posted together. One of them is obviously the quote you talked about, but I want to read all 3. He says, and this was March 18th, 2022. was a nice surprise to receive this rad gift today from PlayStation's creative art team. PlayStation has some bangers coming out this year. Now, when he says some bangers coming out this year, and this is March 18th, right? I just want to go take a look at Gran Turismo.
Gran Turismo came out March 4th.
Okay, so when he's talking on March 18th, he's talking about games that have not came out this year so far. Okay, and then fast forward to April 12th, he says, I'm not working on Ragnarok, but something equally cool. And then we fast forward to the next one. He says, and this is March 3rd, right? This is March 3rd of this year. That feeling when you have a 3 to 5 years of work you can't show. Now, look, there are some pretty decent games that are made in 3 years. The big games are made in 5 years. And if you haven't been able to talk about it, but you've been working on it for some time, it gotta be big. You have to remember, people assumed that Demon Souls was being worked on, but we didn't have proof until the very last minute. Until that until that June or July when Sony had the first showcase and they showed off a teaser of Demon Souls, and then in September they confirmed it and they were like, oh, it's coming out in a couple months with the system. And I couldn't believe it. I could not fucking believe Demon Souls was gonna launch with the system looking that good. And it fucking came out short notice. Sony playing a lot of shit close to the vest. So if that's how they were acting in 2020, you know, and they are even more secretive than they ever were, then maybe we're just not gonna know shit until, like I say all the time, until they want us to know shit. You know. Again, if I don't know, I'm gonna put a stamp on this. If I don't know, they don't know. And when I say they, I'm talking about IGN. I'm talking about GameSpot. I'm talking about the people you go to. Oh fuck! What is this shit? Okay.
Also,
we got. I think we got a red alert, bro.
Oh, what did we got?
Now that patch 2.3 is behind us, this is from Marvel's Avengers, the video game. We'd like to update you on what's coming up for the near future for the game. This includes some great improvements to the event system, as well as our next playable hero, Jane Foster, the Mighty Thor. So they will be adding the female Thor into Marvel's Avengers. Now, this is pointless because this is like adding Hawkeye and then adding the female Hawkeye. You're basically adding two characters, right? When it came to Avengers, we knew what we wanted to be added, and they didn't add them. And that's why this game is bullshit. I guess I'm gonna have to continue to ignore the game. I wanted this game to be much better. I'm like, it sucks now. Even though they said they weren't gonna compare it or it wasn't gonna be a tie-in, it seems like this game is more of a Marvel Cinematic tie-in than they wanted it to be. Because on its own, it couldn't stand. But with it tying into the Marvel Cinematic Universe, with the outfits and shit, then it can pretty much stand on its own. So, that's good to know that they acknowledge their fuck-ups, but the game is still going to be what it is. That shit crazy. I'm just going to the page real quick. They only have one visual and they have a very short introduction, blah blah blah. Events like Cosmic Threat, blah 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 blah. Update 2.4 will be reworking the system behind those events, blah blah blah. It's just like a lot. It's not a lot of notes. It really is just them fixing shit. Hey, we're fixing this. We know about this. We're fixing it. That's the worst thing about a games as a service is when they have to fix everything. I just want you to add shit that we want, you know? Like, a games is a service where the most of the time the developer has to fix things and patch things all the time. That's a broken game. That's not a games as a service. That's a broken game. Wow, that's... Oh my god, that's embarrassing, man. That's just fucking weird. So I think the big news for today is the Amy Hennig thing. Because I see Jeff Keighley talked about it 17 minutes ago. I think that's the biggest thing. And yeah, that's it. Look at this. Elden Ring should have been patched as much as fucking Avengers by now. And Elden Ring is only sitting at 1.04. Like, if you know Dark Souls games, they don't get patched a lot. Because you guys don't bitch about them a lot. So nothing really changes. And they don't feel that they have to fix anything, ever.
It's a gigabyte, the patch. Damn.
I just saw this fucking picture of this dude praying at a fucking toilet. And it says Xbox fans praying for games. Oh, the console war can be fucking hilarious sometimes. Oh, that shit's fucking hilarious. SIE said Gotham Knights has a October 25th release date. We talked about that. That's basically a Halloween game. They're not going to move that game. I think that game's safe to come out. Doesn't matter if the game is good or bad. It's going to be a strong launch coming out, you know, in Batman's season, you know, Halloween. So I think that's good for them. They don't need to delay that game. Just let it come out. Let it do whatever it's going to do. It's a 2-player co-op game online. So that's you know, that's pretty dope. I really wish they would have expanded it to 3-player, but we'll see.
And the thing is, Jay, like with all these games coming out, it's like there's just going to be a lot of competition at the end of this year. There's going to be a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, and speaking of Starfield, that's coming out at the end of this year, supposedly. So good luck to that game with Call of Duty. So...
Yeah. I mean, it's... It seems like everybody was just talking about the Amy Hennig thing. I mean, my thing with Amy Hennig, I guess I'm not as hyped about her right now. And the reason why I'm not that hyped is because she hasn't really... What's the last project she worked on? Was it Uncharted 3?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, because every other project fell through, if I'm not mistaken. So they said she's working with LucasArts and she's also working with Marvel, a Marvel title. I would only assume that every title she's working on is going to be multi-plat, since she had such a bad breakup with Sony and Naughty Dog. So, you know, we can assume that everything that she's working on is multi-platform. We just don't know what it looks like. We just got the announcement she's working on some stuff, but that's that. I mean, it's not big news, but I guess it's big news for the industry because I just saw 5 to 6 different outlets posted up. It's not that big to me. I still need to see the visuals. I need to see what the fuck it is. Again, 25 minutes ago, we got the Avengers shit. So news is still pouring in. It is a Tuesday. So I didn't even expect to see any of this small little shit to happen. But it is a Tuesday and news is still pouring in. Of course, Benji, of course. Of course, Benji. Dude, man, some people just be on the nuts. That's all I'm going to say. Let's see.
You hear me well? Can you hear me?
Yeah, what's going on, Games?
Yo, man. Hey, to bounce off of that point you just made, right? About the industry and the news and how these fucking people keep putting this news out and not showing shit, bro.
Yeah, there's
Like,
no sources, no
keep-
links, and it's
they
just
keep
like,
doing
hey,
that.
I put this out.
What's
Believe
coming
me.
out? Like, people, do they expect real gamers like us to get excited about that type of shit, bro? Come on, man. Now, fanboy cappers, they will probably get excited for shit like that so they can, talk about console war shit and Twitter spaces and shit on YouTube. But, like, man, we don't care about that, bro. Like, show me something. Show me something to be excited about. That's all I'm saying.
We did get a report also. Crazy Taxi and Jet Set Radio reportedly getting big budget reboots.
Uh-oh.
I
Man, that's awesome.
wasn't like the
That's
biggest fan of Jet Set Radio, so I played it a couple times, but it wasn't like the best game. I know a lot of people really, really like that game. Crazy Taxi, I played a lot. Even though it was a weird game, I still played it, and I thought it was fun and wacky. So if they bring it back, maybe they can make it good, you know? So I'm interested. I mean, anytime a developer goes back to the roots, which we talked about in our last stream, it's always good for them to acknowledge what made them popular.
Yeah.
Sony needs to do this shit.
Yep.
Yeah,
Apparently
I'm being honest. Sony needs to do this shit.
That's what I'm saying. Like, we don't know what Sony's gonna do because they can change things at the flip of a switch if they want. They definitely can. And on top of that, like, let's go back to the September showcase last year. Who would have thought Insomniac would have came out and revealed 2 games, and one of them was a Wolverine game? Like, we all knew Spider-Man 2 was in development, but haven't heard of an inkling that they were working on a Wolverine game. Like, we don't know what's going. We don't know what projects they're going to be working on.
Yeah, and that's why we love Sony, and the media hates Sony.
Oh yeah, the media cannot stand that they don't know what's going on. Oh god, okay. Yes. Big shout out to my boy The Finest for giving me this information. It is all over the internet, but yes, formerly Uncharted lead Amy Hennig is working on Star Wars with a new game. I apologize, people, but I can't get excited for announcements.
Yeah.
I just can't. Yeah. Okay, she working on a new game. Now what?
That's fodder news, bro.
Yeah, fodder. I count today as nothing. Like, we got no major news today. Nothing happened yesterday to the best of my knowledge. Tomorrow is 4/20. It's not a national holiday, but I'm not really sure if anything will happen when it comes to God of War having a birthday. Also, with Saints Row doing their character customization little stream tomorrow. So possibly that cancels out God of War, even though I think God of War is bigger than Saints Row. We don't know how developers see other developers after what happened with Elden Ring. You know? Now, the first time, Horizon got fucked over, it was a game that wasn't even on their platform. And that was Zelda. This time, you got fucked over by a multi-platform game that was on your platform that you potentially made as good as it needed to be. You know, like, if it wasn't for Sony doing Demon Souls, there'd be no Dark Souls, there'd be no Elden Ring, there'd be no Sekiro.
Right.
So, hey. But yeah, it's like, hey, it came out around the same time. Elden Ring took the W. People like Souls games more than Horizon. They don't care about detail. They don't care about graphics. They don't care about realism. They care about Souls.
Like, I think, you already see From Software bending the knee, bro. This game made so much money. They about to bend the knee even more for the next game. Their next game is going to be even easier, bro.
Oh, like, yeah. They did make this game a lot easier. Sure. I mean, now I'm getting to towards the end of the game, towards the end of the map, and I already know those motherfucking enemies are nothing to play with. But you could easily call 2 other people in and just wreck shop. You know.
Yep, and you got those powerful summons you can do and shit, right? All type of, like little things. from what I've seen and heard. So hey,
Oh,
it
the
is what it
internet is
is,
a
bro.
fucking funny fucking place. Goodness, is a funny place.
And sometimes it's a very annoying place.
Yeah, it is, man. Sometimes, most of the time, it's an annoying place. Nothing. I ain't seeing shit. Microsoft announces second wave of titles coming to Xbox Game Pass this month, including Bugsnax. This is 5 minutes ago by GameSpot. Obvious news. Again, it's a lot of obvious news, and I think that's the most irritating news I've even seen as somebody like myself that does what I do. It's like all of this is just obvious. I talked about Bugsnax on the Game Pass last week. Like, I don't understand why a lot of these websites keep reposting the same articles.
Yo, the desperation is uncanny. So let me say, we already know that Sony is obviously prepping for something. It's definitely the calm before the storm. So people don't need to worry their pretty little heads about why Sony ain't talking, right?
Oh yeah. Sony, look, man, we got y'all. Everybody should have enough games to finish in the back catalog. And then again, when we get to May, I do expect Sony to actually start talking because it's not the games they're releasing, it's the games that they're going to be adding in the Plus. So they do have to talk. Time is running out, in my opinion, because there is so many things that they have to talk about that they don't want to overlap or they don't want to take the spotlight from something else. So, PlayStation Plus could be so hyped up, people could be so more interested in playing older games that they neglect new games if they don't know about the new games in time. Everybody knows God of War Ragnarok, but we haven't got a concrete announcement or confirmation this year. Hey, it's definitely coming out. They kept saying it, but we don't got a pre-order open and we don't have a release date. You can open the pre-orders and not give a release date. That's fine, but you're doing both. And again, journalists, insiders kept saying, hey, it's coming out in June. That's obviously not happening. People like, hey, last month we're getting a state of play. Obviously not happening. Now we're coming up on the birthday of God of War. If ain't shit happen, hey, bro, I'm gonna feel a little empty right there.
Yeah, I'm gonna say if we don't hear anything this week, we're probably gonna have to wait for May or June. Like, we're gonna have to wait. And the thing is, like Jay said, like, they are running out of time to talk about stuff. They are running out of time, so it's like, okay, like, we got to hear about this stuff. We do. But the thing is, it's like, we just got to be a little bit more patient, even though we're running out of time, but stuff will come. And when that stuff will come, you'll be
gonna bring the wrath of God down on this fucking industry, bro. Just saying.
like I was just talking Games for Eternity, like, again, Sony only has 3 first-party titles that they have announced, and we don't have release dates for that. And they still have 25 plus games to announce. So it's like, where are all these games that they're talking about? We gotta.
But it makes me wonder though. I don't think they're gonna drop any more first-party games this year, unless it's like a remaster or something. Maybe it's like Sunset Overdrive or something. But I don't see them dropping another first-party game this year, especially with all the third-party deals they got, which is why they, accumulated so many third-party deals because they knew that they were going to be lacking in 2022 with first-party.
I mean, 2023.
My opinion.
They already have a lot of deals as well with them. They have Project Eve. They got Star Wars, Knights of the Old Republic remake. Like, they got a lot of shit. Like, they do. But it's like, first party wise, it's like we only know about 3 of their 25 plus titles that they have in development.
Bueno, what 3 of those?
It's Spider-Man, Wolverine, and God of War.
Wow. So that's like 2 for next year and 1 for this year.
Jay, you got a super chat from True Witty.
Uh-oh.
The L King himself.
Well, I already know that's not a real alert. I'm sorry, True Witty. It's definitely not real alert coming from True Witty.
No, not a red alert, a super chat.
True Witty with the $2 super chat. She worked on Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. She did?
No, she didn't.
She
Amy
didn't work
Hennig,
on that. She worked on the Star Wars game that they canceled.
Yeah, she didn't work on.
Oh,
She didn't work on.
True Woody, she has not worked on shit that actually came out. This is why we give you an L. Y'all might as well go load it on up. I start the L train.
it's booting.
Yeah, no, she
It's
didn't
booting up.
work on that.
There we go.
Oh, shit.
We're gonna get started on that L train real quick. No, she worked on something Star Wars related, but then they canceled it. Remember, it was supposed to be a single player Jedi game, but it wasn't Jedi Fallen Order. And then they canceled it, and then I don't know where she been. She just kind of like wasn't there, and then she's working on another Star Wars. The reason why my heart ain't in it is because she hasn't worked on anything that came out in such a long time. You know. It's like, when's the last time she actually worked on something that came out since Uncharted 3? Like, in a long time.
Last thing was Uncharted 3, I'm pretty sure.
Exactly. Like, we good, bro. Like, when she come out with a game that I can see, then maybe I can give a fuck. What's going on? Cedric, Nick, SIE, keeping the L train alive for my boy True Witty, taking that dirt. Call him Dirt Man with a capital L. That's how you spell dirt, with an L. I know these things. I learned from the school of Phil Spencer.
But we just got to be we just have to wait on Sony. We can't wish things into existence when they want to talk.
Yeah, it was the dude from God of War 3 that worked on Fallen Order. Yeah. She worked on, True Woody's right, she did work on a Star Wars game, but it wasn't Fallen Order. It was a game that she was working on for so long, and remember it got canceled? She did
it
was so weird, bro. It's like, I believe after she left Uncharted 3, bro, she just has not had a good run at all.
Wasn't it called Star Wars 18 something?
Yeah, it has some numbers behind it.
Yeah, that game looked fire, man. It's kind of, I guess it was like kind of Fallen Order was kind of like a successor to that, I think, based on like the traversal and shit.
Yeah, it's sad, man. It's always sad when
I was hyped for that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that game, that Star Wars game.
Yeah,
it's all good. Fallen Order is fire though, so we still got to go.
Well, I mean, it is what it is when it comes to this news and shit. Like, it's this is how it's gonna be. It's gonna be scarce. We do have our patterns. We do have Tuesday and Thursday, knowing that news pops up, and we might get big news on Mondays, but normally we don't. So tomorrow we are gonna have some big news with the Saints Row info, but that's not until 3:15, and I'm already gonna be out of the house going to work, so I won't be able to cover that until Thursday anyway. And then whatever happens Thursday happens. Maybe some God of War related news. Now, I mean, if they start out the morning like at 9 or 10, hey, we gonna talk about God of War, I will possibly go live tomorrow. But I highly doubt they will. They should, because it's the birthday of the sequel. I mean, our first installment of the sequel they're working on. It makes fucking sense, since the internet has God of War Ragnarok trending, and not a single official developer has said anything about tomorrow, and it's currently trending right now.
Yeah, I think that's what they're gonna do, man. I think the news we're gonna get tomorrow is probably gonna be that state of play for God of War. Be there or be square.
But when would the state of play be?
It might be that.
Because that like, remember,
they always release the state of play a day or two prior to the.
No, it's always 2 days prior. If it's on a Thursday, they announce that shit on a Tuesday or a Monday. They give enough people enough time. They do not do like, hey, tomorrow. No, they don't do that.
Well, maybe they'll just save. Maybe they're saving the announcement for that day of the anniversary, and then the show will be next week. They might do that. I don't know. But a week in advance for a state of play, I don't see that. They don't do that. Although this is a different kind of occasion, but
Mm-hmm.
still, I don't know. We'll see. It
Yeah,
really got me.
I feel like with watching the Rising Kratos or Raising Kratos documentary and how many times they had to delay the game, you know, and then they're dealing with COVID shit on top of that, as well as making a sequel to one of the best games that ever came out on PS4. It's um it's safe to say that they could easily delay it to next year, and I'll be understanding because I know how big the sequel's gonna be. But don't
Right.
don't fucking string us along and say, hey, it's coming out, it's coming out, it's coming out, and then you have to announce, oh no, it's not coming out. Now I already
Yeah,
knew it wasn't
that's
gonna come out by a certain time because if you don't
I'm,
if you don't give us information by a certain time in the year, there's no other choice but to announce it's getting delayed because a lot of games need 2 to 3 months of hype. Some games need 4 months of hype leading up to the
yeah.
release. And these
But
are
man,
announcements on marketing rights. If it's a multi-platform game, you also have to announce the pre-orders, pre-order incentives, collector's editions, announcements, release dates, gameplay, deep dives. Like there's a lot
yep,
when it goes into hyping up your game over the 2 to 3 or 2 to 4 month span before your game
yep,
comes out. It's a lot. And if your game's coming out in September, you got 4 months as of right now. But every month that goes by, you have less time to talk about your game. And I think if you're listening to the sound of my voice, if you are a gamer, that's what you have to talk about. That's what you have to think about. Let's say
yeah,
the game comes out in September. Now, between now and September, you have to think. The clock is ticking. The clock is ticking. Can they bring it out with 1 month off the bar, 2 months off the bar, and they only have 2 months to talk about it? It's not realistic.
nah,
We had talked about this last year, the PlayStation Legion. We've talked about this last year. We talked about it with you. What were we talking about? Horizon. We were doing the same thing. I was like, hey, bro, the time it's ticking. It's ticking. Oh, shit. They just delayed Kenna. It's coming out in September instead of August. How can they bring out Horizon? They're going to have to delay Horizon. What happened? They delayed Horizon.
yep.
So, because even though we had gameplay from Horizon, even though we had the pre-order information for Horizon, even though we had the release date for Horizon, obviously the gameplay was, the state of play. So that coincides with the deep dive. And we got the collector's edition with the fucking elephant. We had everything that was like, okay, it's coming out. However, the game that Sony wanted to push, which was Kenna, came out in the month that Horizon was coming out. If Horizon came out that month, your investment would have been fucking bullshit. So you don't want to put Horizon in the same month of Kenna and allow Horizon to kill your investment for Kenna. So you had to delay your game. And you wanted your game to be successful and have some legs, and it has no room to move when on the other edge of September is October. 1 second. I got fucking 2 phones alarm going off. Definitely got to cut one of these motherfuckers off. Right. So yeah, man, you definitely, and I'm being honest about this, you definitely don't want that to happen. You definitely don't want that shit to happen. So you got a lot of games coming out around the same time. It's best for you to, don't do it. Look at what happened with Horizon. I'd rather Horizon got delayed and have a better chance than Elden Ring killing it. That's just my personal opinion. I would have never allowed that situation to happen. Yes, Horizon had the date before Elden Ring, but Elden Ring was a more popular game for some obvious fucking reason. Yeah, this is crazy. We're good. Horizon 2 should have came out in May. I agree. Have they given out the numbers for Horizon Forbidden West yet? No, they have not. I would have been the first to tell you they did. They have not given out those numbers yet. I don't know why they haven't, but no, they have not given out those numbers yet.
Recently, they haven't been giving out numbers for their games.
That's
they
a bad thing.
Well, they wait till like a year or so after the game's released, and
I know, but that's a bad thing. I can understand that for like small games. We're talking about Horizon Forbidden West. Remember, all their big games, they got, information within the first weekend, or let alone Horizon Zero Dawn got information after 2 weeks. It's been like 2 months.
Yeah, that's what they did last gen, but this gen they haven't been doing that.
But that's the thing, bro. That's their only measuring stick. Because they sell games. They don't release them for free on a subscription. So that's a measuring stick you cannot eliminate. If you're not talking about your game sales within the first 2 months, we can all assume that it didn't sell the way you wanted it to. Now, I don't know how they can bring up the sales numbers, because you can't revitalize a game unless you put it on PC. You put the first installment on PC. You put the first installment on PlayStation Plus. You put the first installment on PlayStation Now. What do you do to get interest or have people buy your game? You need people to buy this game. You spent a lot of money on this game. Most people spent their money on Elden Ring. So now how do you get people to buy Horizon Forbidden West without dropping the price? It's weird. Nick, Horizon and Gran Turismo 7 are selling when new shipments of PS5s come out. Exactly. It's on a case by case basis that you see a bump in sales. Horizon 2 should have came out in May. Blah blah blah. Oh yeah. Which just sucks, man. I mean, if it's based on how many consoles you have available for consumers, you need to produce more consoles. And see, this is the problem right here. If you bring God of War out this year and there's not enough PS5s, then the game won't sell good. This is why we need to look at it like, okay, they definitely can't bring out multiple big games in the same year, because most people want to buy them on PS5. The people that have PS4, they don't want to touch them. They want to touch them when they get the new system. If they don't have the new system, they ain't got to touch the game. Then you're not selling enough copies of the game. So that's something that you have to think about with this whole, hey, Sony keep releasing big. Ooh, it's not a lot of people that have the PS5. And a good amount of the people that have the PS5s are casual gamers. They will not touch exclusive titles. They don't know the importance of exclusive titles. That's a dope ass shirt. Telling you, man, it's about to be wild out here. I want Sony to do good. I want them to bring out high quality games every month, but it's not realistic. There's not enough gamers that are buying these games. You know, it's not. Also, if you hear anybody, including J-Dub, talking about From Software being acquired, please don't believe that. They're only trolling, and they're only putting out the rumor that's closest to what people are talking about. It is not happening. To the best of my ability, all signs point to them picking up somebody else from Japan, not From Software. If they would have picked up From Software, it would have been in their best interest to pick them up before Elden Ring came out. There's no way you gotta pick up From Software and they just killed your fucking biggest investment for the spring, or for, the beginning of the year, and that was Horizon. So no, that's not. No, I don't see that shit happening. It's a big conflict of interest right there, because whatever From Software brings out, it's always gonna do better than the exclusive titles. That's factual. Right now, I feel like delay God of War until next year. Focus all your money on making some more manufacturing plants to produce more PS5s. I think they should pour all their money into producing more PS5s. Everything they about to do, just pour it into creating more PS5s. Because you got games out here that can still sell if more PS5s get in the hands of gamers. But a lot of gamers threw up their hands if it's not in the store, if it's not available to see, then I'm not going to try to go out there and even find it. There's PS5s available, and motherfuckers ain't putting in the work because they don't want to go through other avenues. What is it, the PlayStation website? A lot of casual gamers don't know anything about that. That's a good thing, because more mature hardcore gamers are getting the PS5s more so than scalpers and shit. And they're more.
Another thing Sony gotta be mindful of, which I'm sure they probably are, but if these casuals keep on running into issues with getting a PS5, they're gonna settle for an Xbox and just get that. You know what I'm saying?
I disagree, because a lot of casuals are smart enough to know Xbox sucks. That's true. I study casual since the Wii. That's when I started using the term casuals. Since the Nintendo Wii came out during the PS3 and 360 generation, casuals, they not like that. They want what they want and they get what they want. That's why there are a lot of casuals that own a PS4 and not hardcore gamers. They want the PS4. Doesn't mean they gotta buy the exclusives. Yeah. They if they don't want an Xbox, they're not gonna settle for an Xbox. I'm gonna tell you right now. Because the reason they want a PlayStation is probably because of the exclusives, not a multiplat. So a Spider-Man, a Wolverine, a God of War, a Horizon, a Gran Turismo, name brands like Ratchet and Clank, that'll do it for a casual. A casual will buy a Nintendo system for Mario, which is an exclusive. So they have some sort of head and common sense on their shoulders that they know, I need this system for this game. They know Madden. They know basketball. They know Call of Duty is everywhere. So when they select a system, they're selecting a system because they know what that system has that other systems don't. Remember, we called GameStop. If a casual calls GameStop, right, and they ask in the same question I'm asking, what exclusive games are on Xbox? And they are telling me, and they don't know who I am, they're telling me there's no games on Xbox. There's no exclusives. They're telling that to other casuals. So a casual is not going to buy Xbox because PlayStation systems are not available. Because the system they want is the one who has games. They're not going to pick up the system that doesn't have the games. Xbox has no games. So they just put the Prowler from the Miles Morales Spider-Man universe on Fortnite. Looks pretty cool. Looks like he has a little what is that shit called? A little glider. Looks cool. I did find my second God of War Easter egg on Horizon. I think it was yesterday. I wasn't even looking for that. I didn't even look up a YouTube. I was gonna look up a YouTube video for it. I looked up a YouTube video, and the one that they showed me was the Atreus one. But I found another one over here in a desert somewhere. But I wanted to show y'all, get y'all acclimated to my map. You see all that green shit? That's all the stuff I discovered. That's all the stuff I completed. I feel like, for real, I feel accomplished. I ain't gonna
How
lie.
far are you in Horizon, Jay?
I have no fucking clue. I'm level 50 already, but that does not mean I'm about to beat the game. Like they're taking me to Pharaoh's tomb. That's where I'm headed.
Okay.
Yeah, so I finished a lot, like all of the ruins that I've seen. I fucking went into them. I finished all the ruins that they allowed me to see. So I'm really doing good, man. I'm not lying. I'm doing really, really good.
Yeah, because like I caught up on all my backlog. Like I platinumed Elden Ring, I platinumed Horizon. Like I caught up with a lot of my.
I finished the Las Vegas area this weekend, and yesterday I was able to finish the mission. Oh, that's where I need to go. That's another salvage contract over here. Oh, okay. I finished the mission that allowed me. You know those things you find at the ruins, the little orbs.
Yeah,
so I found out that I did the side mission in Las Vegas that unlocked them, and I was blown away. This game can be used for every holiday. This game is gonna have legs because of that. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, this game is gonna have legs because of the holiday implementation in this game. So that's dope. But it's like, man, it got fucked over. It got really, really fucked over that it was placed so fucking close. What is that? Oh, it's a fucking monkey. I need that. I'm sorry, guy. I need your tail. Ah, fuck these shitty ass monkeys. Goodness. Farting in my face and shit. Not something I really like. Yeah, but I think the Las Vegas one, that one was the most emotional to me because I'm a big fan of the city lights and shit. That one really was dope. I mean, if the next Horizon is in New York City, I'm gonna fucking go crazy, bro. Like, they can go to any fucking area they want in this game. Like, just go there. Like, that'd be dope. But this one right here on the map, like, this is really dope, man. It's like the Far Zenith shit that I've experienced so far. That was really interesting so far. You know? Also, the base and how the base is changing over time based on how far you get in the progression of the game. Like, oh shit! Fighting these monkeys are like, because monkeys kind of like similar to humans, It's probably the best fight with robots because they're like almost your size and then moving just as quickly as you. It's really really dope. But they got like fireballs and shit, so that's stupid. Okay, you little fucking bitch. Oh shit, they about to kill me, man. You gotta die, buddy. There you go. I can't believe this shit. Oh. That's not mine. What the fuck? You don't let me do that fucking attack, you little fucking bitch. Oh, fuck me! Where did the bristlebacks come from? You know what, man? Fuck this shit. What do you got? You got anything? Just throw all that shit, man. Can you move the fuck away from me, you little bitch? Wow, these motherfuckers don't quit over here. I mean, they not tougher than me, but damn. Wow, man. They don't play. Don't you dare. Don't. Told you not to do it. Told y'all not to do it, man. Is it another one? Man, I told them. Why do y'all want to keep? Oh, it's a monkey. Oh, I need you. I need your butt duster or whatever the fuck they call them. It's another one? Fuck me, man. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Got you. Sorry, buddy. I'm gonna need your little ass flap thing. Fuck. Come on, buddy. Stay fucking still. Oh, fuck. You wanna move around and shit. Fuck! There we go. Not today, buddy. You gotta go. Bro, there are so many. Like, I can handle it. Because y'all know how I play RPGs. I'm level 50 in this area. And I got most of all my shit leveled up. But I'm not leveling up anymore, which kind of sucks. So everything that I do to get more skill points, I have to do related to questline. Oh, fuck. It's another one? Oh, fuck that shit. Fuck monkeys, man. Wow, there's like more of them? Oh, fuck this shit. Okay. There we go. Fucking monkeys that fart. Is it 3 of them? It can't be 3 of them. I don't got time for you, you stupid piece of shit. I'm about to burn to death trying to get this stupid fucking tail. I'm pretty sure I got enough of them, but still, man. All he's doing is just throwing fire at this point. There's another. How many monkeys is it, bro? Oh, that sucks. Fuck! I can't understand this shit, man. Like, they just keep coming out. I understand that monkeys are in a pack, but I think I fought like 8 of these motherfuckers already. It's good.
Damn.
Yeah, so many, and it's just, I think I hit a snag on a game a couple of times where I fight, like, I was doing a side quest and I fought a fire claw, and I cheesed him because I was on top of the cliff and I just shot down on him. Okay, I go back, I'm finished the side mission, go down to the cliff. I guess the fire claw that I just killed spawned right immediately again as soon as I was harvesting the one that was already supposed to be there. So I had to fight it like that one again in a closed-in environment. I was like, oh shit, man. I don't care, I can handle it. It's just a little annoying. What really pissed me off is when these stupid ass watchers be like in the battle as well. I'll be like, what? I think I'm finally done. Oh, it was annoying, not difficult. It was just annoying because I didn't know when they would stop spawning them. Oh my goodness, I picked up a lot of fucking dusters though. That's the good thing. I need those for a lot of the stuff I'm about to build. There we go. Those are the 8 dusters I know I shot off. So that was 8 monkeys. Damn. That's crazy. I got so much material though, man. So I can't bitch about it. Yeah, they all disappeared, so the monkeys I was fighting over here, I already figured that. I figured as much. So, I need to go and get some more wood because it looked like I'm fresh out of wood, tree limbs to make these arrows. Okay. So, yeah, Briggs, you platinum this game already, right?
What, Horizon?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
Okay. That's great. As soon as I get to where the salvager is, they're fighting fucking invisible panthers. Fuck! They got bombs all over the... How you feel, little bitch? Using them bombs against them. That's the best fucking thing to go up against these stupid Panthers. Dope enemy design though. Very Transformer. Like I would love for Gorilla to like make a Transformers game. That would be dope. Okay. Finally.
Hey Red, do we have a word?
Yes. Give you a word. Damn, man.
So, red hair, kills machines like I down ale. I'd say luck just brought us the savior of Meridian.
Just, Aloy. You mind telling me why you're hunting stalkers in the middle of Tanak's territory?
Oh, not hunting. Salvaging. I can explain. Later. The stalkers we killed aren't the only ones around. This jungle's crawling with them. They're nasty. And they don't give up. We thought we could use their mines to secure the camp. But we have nowhere near enough. You're a hunter. You could get rid of the stalkers and get me their mine launchers at the same time. I'll make sure you get payment for it. Hastily written, but this contract has everything to know on it.
Got it.
85 mine launchers. Fucking bitch. Oh, fuck. I don't have any arrows with me. I need a fucking camp. I need to find a camp. There we go. Take my motherfucking trees back. Loving the game though, man. Like, this so much. There we go. There we go. It's a lot. It's a lot. Like, I know the map isn't as big as Elden Ring, but it is so much. I found myself fast traveling more in this game than I ever did in any of the other games. Like, I fast travel so much in this game. And it's pretty much because of the SSD. Oh, what?
Okay.
I just spawned? And these motherfuckers are in my base? Wow. Wow. This is cool. Okay. I don't even know what any of this is about.
Been playing a little bit of Gran Turismo 7 as well. Great. So.
Show her your strength!
I'm gonna drink my grape juice in front of your face and show you what I'm made of. Is there any reason why these motherfuckers are at my base?
I'll put these in my pack.
Like, why the fuck was they here? The fuck? That makes absolutely no fucking sense. Whatever.
The stalkers that Osram wanted me to get rid of. I should be nearby. Might want to take a look at the contract. Make sure I'm not forgetting anything.
Yeah. Gotta get the mine launchers.
Flip the mine launcher. Two more should do it.
So I gotta get the mine launchers. And these motherfuckers are invisible, so this is a really fucked up side mission. I'm just about to travel around. Now this is beautiful. See this right here. Look at this. Look at that. That's just fucking gorgeous.
It's on to me.
Where? What? Oh shit. Oh.
Gonna hit their mine launchers.
I don't know where you went.
Mine launcher. I shot up a mine launcher.
Oh wow, you little fucker. You're trying to kill me, little
I
fucker.
can pick up any mine launchers I hit now. I need to find one more.
There, give me this one.
I have enough mine launchers to set up a perimeter back at that Osram camp. I should take these back as soon as I can.
Fucking little bitch. These motherfuckers are dangerous. I mean, they do a lot of attack with their tails and shit. Well, we gotta fast travel back. Yep. Sony needs to show us what games are gonna be in the new PlayStation Plus service. A Ghosta, 100%. Don't know when they're gonna do it. I know they like waiting. But if the service is launching in June, I would expect them to be showing us something by May.
Did you get the mine launchers we talked about, Huntress?
Just a few scratches. Should be
I got the mine launchers, and those stalkers shouldn't be a problem anymore.
Thanks. You should help us defend our camp. Here's your payment. I'm Denur, by the way. Sorry if I was a bit short before.
You had a lot on your plate. So you're salvagers. Are you part of Karif's crew?
Yes, actually.
And you're getting parts to forge him some armor out here?
Our leader, Warrand, was obsessed with the Forbidden West. Collected every story he could find about it. And he was convinced that what he needed to make the armor is in this jungle.
He wasn't worried about the Tanakh? Or machines?
He thought we could stay out of their way. But a few days ago, we ran into a Thunderjaw. Warren managed to lure it away from the camp, but we haven't seen him since. Now he's gone, and we don't even have the plans for his armor. They're in his trunk, and it's locked. Maybe you can track him down.
He's dead.
Even if all you can find is his remains, the key to the trunk should be on him.
I can look into it. You just take care of your people right now.
Will do. Here. All you need to know is in this contract.
Man stepped up when no one else did. I say that puts him in charge.
That shit's crazy. Farrell's turn. Well, I think I'm gonna stay away from the story. I'm gonna just keep doing side missions until my next free day, which might be tomorrow. Or might be Friday, I don't know. I'm thinking about seeing a Sonic movie. Cool. Well, guys, that's it for me. I'm gonna cut it a little short today, so I can get ready for work. Make me some lunch. Everybody, I will see you on Thursday. It'll be nice to unpack all of the Saints Row content. If you want to see my trophies so far. Oh shit, I'm high. I'm sitting at 62% for Horizon Forbidden West. Not that bad. Haven't beat the game yet. Been doing a lot of the side missions. And doing a lot of the other stuff. So at least I don't have a lot to track down. You see like straight lines of trophies. That's what I like. 10 types of machine overrides. Unlock and use the overrides for 10 types of machines. Okay. Okay, I could do that. I can knock that trophy out. Defeat Machine Strike. Win a match against 2 different Machine Strike challengers. They're not gonna make me do that one. Complete arena challenge. What about this one? This one. One to. What the fuck? Oh, okay. Okay, I can get that one out the way. What's this one? Complete 2 flying. Out quest. Okay, cool. All machine types scanned. Encounter and focus. Scan every type of machine. Okay, not bad. I'm at 95% on that one. That's a silver. Getting close on that one. Rolled all regular amounts. Okay, that one's at 66%. I'm doing pretty good. Killed at least one of every type of combat machine. Again, 92%. So a lot of these trophies, a good amount of them I'm about to clean up. At least 3 or 4 of them I'm about to clean up. So yeah, I'm on track with the platinum. Obviously, I put a lot of time into this shit this weekend, so I'm right where I need to be. But I definitely want to do a lot of the side missions because they're gonna give me skill points afterwards. So that's what I need, those skill points so I can max out every class type. But yeah, Horizons is A-OK. Really great game. Cool. I'll talk to you guys later. Thursday, same time, 11 o'clock in the morning. We'll be unpacking the Saints Row character creation. And hopefully we have some God of War news to talk about. But the way Sony's giving me signals, might not happen. Well, let's hope.